dog, and he have no respect to even talk face to face. You gotta talk through the crack in the door, cause you in there with a minor. You in there with a minor. You gotta talk to the crack in the door. You ain't gotta respect the nigga face to face, and I'm here because of you. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to Mace about it, and I'm like, yo, you know, I'm tired of dealing with these fake ass niggas in the industry, and you know what I'm saying? I'm in a somebody. And he's like, yo, as long as you have that talent, you know what I'm saying? You don't have the right to say whether or not, you know, you want to use it. You know what I'm saying? That's God's gift to you, and as long as you have it, you have to use it.
Oh, buckle up, y'all, because we're diving into a bombshell-leaked interview that's got the internet buzzing. DMX, unfiltered and unapologetic, is spilling the tea about none other than Jay-Z and R. Kelly. And let me tell you, it's explosive. Turns out DMX had been trying to warn us about these two for years, but nobody paid attention. DMX didn't hold back, accusing R. Kelly of messing with underage girls and, wait for it, blaming Jay-Z for covering it all up. Yep, birds of a feather, y'all, but it doesn't stop there. DMX dropped even more receipts, calling out the shady stuff Jay and R. Kelly were doing behind closed doors. And here's the kicker, he said Jay-Z tried to blackball him just for speaking the truth. This leaked interview is flipping the narrative and proving that many people in the industry knew exactly what was going on, but stayed silent. DMX? He wasn't one to play along. He had the guts to call out these disgusting acts. But here's the million-dollar question. Did Jay-Z really try to silence DMX for exposing him? And just how much did DMX know about Jay-Z and R. Kelly's twisted behavior with young girls? Y'all, it's starting to look like Jay-Z's day of reckoning is inching closer, especially with all this damning information coming to light. Makes you wonder how these two got so far in their careers with all this dirt piling up. But one thing's for sure, DMX was never afraid to call it like it is. In this rare interview, he goes off about the dark underbelly of the industry, and boy, does he have smoke for R. Kelly. DMX didn't mince words, accusing R. Kelly of exploiting 14-year-olds under the guise of offering studio time. Let that sink in. The more you hear, the harder it is to ignore the ugly truths that are finally surfacing. Double asterisk.
Anyway, nigga,
wow.
I'm not thirsty to leak a fucking song with you.
Come on, man.
With you like that. Yo, now, my man dead.
Damn.
My nigga Kato, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my nigga Kato, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, kept him safe in his own hood. And
wow.
I did the song he was supposed to get on from my nigga Kato, and this didn't lay his vocals, because he thought, I didn't say his name. I said, faggots, question, stop it. Yeah, Kato's my dog. Yeah, I the prophet.
Wow.
But I ain't saying nothing about R. Kelly, so he got mad. He didn't want to do the song.
Oh, wow. Damn, man.
Oh, yo, but whenever I see you, I'ma spit in your face, you faggot.
Wow. You trying to sue Jay-Z?
That nigga, he gonna be suing a few more. Trust me, he gonna be suing a few more. Let me catch that nigga. My man kept him safe, dog, and he had enough respect to even talk to him face to face. You gotta talk through the crack in the door, cause you in there with a minor. You in there with a minor, you gotta talk to the crack in the door. You ain't got enough respect to talk to nigga face to face, and I'm here because of you. Fuck you.
DMX's comments bear a striking resemblance to those made by Nas in a resurfaced interview with Wendy Williams, where Nas accused Jay-Z of witnessing R. Kelly's inappropriate behavior with young girls and doing nothing to stop it.
Yo, don't put up no movies. I said, that's not my style. That's not what I'm going to do. Yeah, I could have put up movies. I could have showed the R. Kelly video that everybody's talking about, made fun of it, and said, yeah, Jay's hanging out. When Jay and them was in there doing Best of Both Worlds, you can't tell me Jay didn't see a 14-year-old girl come in the studio and sit on R. Kelly's lap. No. You can't tell me, you want to sit here and tell me that working on that album, that he ain't never seen no 14-year-old girl come in the vicinity?
My belief is that anybody who's worked with him and been in his cypher has seen it go down.
You've seen it go down?
Yeah.
Right. I've been around R. Kelly, and I pay for that, brother. I've been on a tour with him. It didn't last too long, but I've been around him. I didn't see no 14-year-old, but I talked to the man, and I've seen there's a little problem there. The brother needs help, and I pay for him. But if I sit there and did an album about women with him, I'm definitely maybe indulgent. He had to be indulgent for 14-year-olds, man. That's what I'm saying. What I'm here for the people, man. I'm here to talk the truth. And I'm
It's really shocking, considering the allegations about Jay-Z's obsession with Aaliyah, even after R. Kelly reportedly exploited her. Jay has never addressed these claims, but rumors suggest that when R. Kelly married an underage Aaliyah, Jay-Z was well aware and allegedly wanted her for himself. R. Kelly simply moved faster.
Welcome to the best of both worlds. I'm pulling with the big boy truck, big boy truck. We be the only big boys that the big boy watch. We'll get them count.
The thing about Jay-Z is that he's smart enough to cover his tracks and avoid getting caught up in the scandals that engulfed R. Kelly and Diddy. But let's be real, when your two closest associates are R. Kelly, infamous for his predatory behavior, and Diddy, who's no stranger to controversy, it raises questions. Even after the accusations against R. Kelly started piling up, Jay-Z still collaborated with him on a joint album and toured with him across multiple states. If that doesn't paint a clear picture of Jay-Z's character, I'm not sure what will.
So to be honest, like, if you remember the best of both worlds, you don't see my name on that. You know what I mean? And
your name is not on either album.
Hell no, I never wanted no parts of that. So when Holmes was doing that, I was like, bro, you know our homie violated, and he violated my girl. He violated the Federals. So, you know, when he moved forward with that, like me, I was like, yo, Dusko! I was like, yo, I don't want no parts of that. Put my part of that to Aaliyah's breast cancer thing, you know? But then it was around the time when Jay was acting like he didn't want to really continue and move forward with all of us as partners because he didn't want Biggs down because he wasn't doing nothing. And I was like, yo, bro, I can't move forward. You know, we can start something new, but like Rockefeller, you know, that's us.
History of controversy when it comes to young girls. Take Rihanna, for example. Jaguar Wright once spilled some explosive tea, claiming that Jay-Z allegedly paid Rihanna's father a hefty sum to send her to the US alone and unsupervised. According to Wright, Rihanna found herself in an office full of grown men, where she was pressured to sign a contract under the threat of being thrown out of a multi-story building if she refused.
We don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. And there's this sudden feel of relief. But then he said something about a window and a door. Oh, then he said, he did it more. I did a lot of homework on you. He said, there's two ways to leave here. Either through the door with the deal sign or through this window. And we're in 2094.
Even if it was meant as a joke, imagine being just 15 years old and hearing something like that during the most important interview of your life. Jaguar Wright didn't hold back, also alleging that Jay-Z gave Rihanna her first STD, which she then passed on to her boyfriend at the time, Chris Brown. But Jaguar didn't stop there. She went on to claim that Jay-Z not only exploited young Rihanna, but also introduced her to other men in his circle.
Like, people don't understand what happened that night. And that's because Jay-Z worked so fucking hard to change the narrative of that night. Now, Rihanna was only 14, 15 when he started with her and signed to the death jam. It's clear to say that the herpes that she had came from the person she had been most sexually involved with, and that was Sean Carter. So here it is. Chris Brown has his first herpes outbreak from a celebrity girlfriend who he was set up with, and it was supposed to be this and it was supposed to be that, and he was there so people wouldn't pay attention to the fact that she was Jay-Z, underage. Jay-Z gave her the herpes that she gave to Chris Brown. And that first night, when he had that outbreak and he busted into Clive Davis's house and said, "Where the f is this dirty bitch at?" I can't fault him for that. This is beautiful, tall, wonderful. Chris Brown, she done ruined him. She ruined him at 19 years old. He's got the Jay-Z herpes. Ooh. And it's unfair. Because now that's a part of his story. And Rihanna ain't innocent. Because she was in there giving that job in the coat closet when Chris Brown came in. He said, "You always sucking something." Then he said, "I'm done with you," and he stormed out of Clive Davis's house.
DMX didn't share the same warm feelings Jay-Z talked about. In fact, he believed Jay was actively trying to sabotage his career to eliminate the competition. Back in 2004, when Jay-Z took over as president of Def Jam Records, DMX claimed that's when everything started going downhill. DMX had been a cornerstone of Def Jam, dropping hit after hit and racking up 5 chart-topping projects between 1998 and 2003. But when Jay stepped into the leadership role, DMX felt like his career started to unravel. And not by coincidence. He specifically pointed to his 6th studio album, Year of the Dog, again, which he believed Jay-Z deliberately sabotaged. According to DMX, the root of the issue was Jay-Z's so-called retirement. After announcing he was stepping away from music, Jay later changed his mind, but with his big comeback in the works, DMX believed Jay needed to remove any real competition, and DMX was right at the top of that list.
It's just about like what he meant to the culture and maybe meant to you personally.
By the way, the first time I boycotted the Grammys was for him. We both came out that year. He didn't get nominated. He dropped 2 albums, had 2 #1 albums in the same year.
Right. I remember that.
And they didn't even nominate him. I won that year for rap album. So my first Grammy win, I wasn't in. I wasn't even in the building because I boycotted the film. So there was a competitive thing, but it was big love. He was so competitive with me. I never met a human being more competitive with me, like ever. Not even my big brother. Like no one.
Things took a messy turn between Jay-Z and DMX after Jay's decision, as DMX was trying to launch his own project. But Jay repeatedly interfered and sabotaged it at every opportunity.
What happened was, like I said, I had the crazy track record, Def Jam, everything was good. I go to do the 6th album, and
Jay-Z became president.
Yeah. When he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, "Yo, dog, inmates is running the building." Like, "Yo, you good?" Finished the album, shoot the video. So what happened? Go on vacation and. We don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know? Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. Because at first you retire, then get me off the label, now you're back rapping again.
DMX eventually realized Jay-Z only cared about himself, so he left Def Jam and signed with Columbia. His mistrust ran deeper though, fueled by Jay's ties to powerful, shady industry figures. While DMX openly criticized labels for exploiting artists, Jay focused on ruthless business moves, often betraying those who supported him, including his former partner Dame Dash. Dame, co-founder of Rockefeller, had backed Jay-Z from the start, but Jay cut a secret deal with Universal to become Def Jam's CEO, securing $30 million, ownership of his masters, and leaving Dame with nothing but his shares in reasonable doubt. When Dame tried to sell those shares in 2021, Jay offered a disrespectful $1.5 million, knowing Dame was in debt. Refusing to sell, Dame attempted to auction the shares as an NFT, leading to a lawsuit from Jay, which wrapped in 2022 but left Dame feeling betrayed. Dame later blasted Jay for letting industry execs like Lear Cohen, whom he called a culture vulture, manipulate him. Liar, Jay's longtime mentor, allegedly used divide-and-conquer tactics to pit black artists against each other, further deepening the rift. The betrayals left a lasting scar on their partnership.
In the industry, and I'm in somebody. And he's like, "Yo, as long as you have that talent, you don't have the right to say whether or not, you want to use it. That's God's gift to you, and as long as you have it, you have to use it."
To see just how unapologetic Lear Cohen is, he openly admitted to promoting drug culture in the music industry, despite knowing the harm it caused to both artists and audiences. During an interview with The Breakfast Club, Charlemagne questioned him about his relationship with DMX, one of his biggest artists. Liar confessed that, although he was aware of DMX's struggles with substance abuse, he chose not to intervene because DMX was bringing in significant profits from hip-hop.
Part of the math in my brain, nothing good happens with junkies, okay? Because remember, the definition of junkie means you have to hit a wall to get better. Now, there are many people who have been able to hit the wall and walk away. A lot of them don't. So, I don't like giving up people. I don't want to give up on people.
One of the biggest artists you ever had had a real bad drug problem, DMX?
I'm so sad. DMX, there's 2 people inside of him. And the Earl is one of the nicest people. I put him up in Lake George. Earl loved being silent with a fishing pole. I shit you not. He just would stay on that dock hours and hours and hours and hours. Yeah, very, very sad. You know, I think the opiate problem, the syrup problem, is the biggest problem that I've ever seen and I've ever faced, and been a part of. And I can't fit. You know, the crack thing was devastating, but at least the rappers were bringing a spotlight to you becoming a fiend. Okay? And I thought that spotlight, head crack, helped, even though it was harsh and really really rough, particularly on women. But I think it helped change the course of the crack epidemic.
When Charlemagne called out the hypocrisy, Lear simply shrugged it off, saying, "Business is business."
Why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Charlemagne also noted that Lyre's comments would give Dame Dash more reason to call him a culture vulture, but Lyre brushed it off, pretending he didn't even know who Dame was.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him. So you bring his name up. I don't even know him. So
y'all made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of money.
Come on, Leo. Don't do that to him.
I don't know him. I really don't. So, I don't know what to tell you.
Dame Dash didn't hold back when he fired shots on Instagram, going straight for the jugular. He called out Leor Cohen with fiery words, saying, "Thanks for this, Liar Cohen, for proving my point." In true culture vulture form, they make money off us and then try to erase our true history and act like the real ones never existed. And he didn't stop there, adding, "He pays his bills at the expense of us." Big question is, why can't he sell rock music? Why can't he eat with his own culture? Stop fronting on my people like you mean something. Your own culture laughs at you. Strong words, right? But here's where things take an even darker turn. When DMX passed away, Cohen didn't bother to show up at the funeral. Instead, he sent a pre-recorded eulogy where he reportedly dissed DMX, even going so far as to call him a gremlin. With behavior like that, it's no wonder DMX never trusted Jay-Z, or anyone he associated with, for that matter. And let's not forget Jay's other close buddy Diddy. In a resurfaced interview, DMX went in on Diddy, accusing him of exploiting his artists in horrifying ways.
I saw about us. You know, they got signed. They were a safer group. You know, Puff signed them. And it was a blessing and a curse because they were sure they were happy about getting signed first, and they were on the Benjamins and shit was going. But then he made them jiggy and put them in suits and made them write lyrics for him and took all that publishing and raped them. Wow! I'm like, damn. I'm glad I didn't. You know, like. You keep that, and we went to like so. D was like, "Yo, if you like the locks, like X is like Big Dog, like those are the pups, like you love."
Initially, people assumed DMX was speaking metaphorically when accusing Diddy of ripping off his artists. But with everything that's come to light about Diddy, can we really say DMX wasn't being literal? I'm not so sure. In another interview, DMX shared how Diddy initially refused to sign him to Bad Boy, but quickly changed his tune when he saw how much Def Jam was willing to invest in him. Suddenly, Diddy realized DMX was the next big thing and started begging him to stay.
Real shit is that at least he told me to my face what he felt. And when D told Puffy, said, "Yo, if you like the locks, you're gonna love X." And I spit or whatever, and he was like, his voice is too rough, he's not marketable. Didn't like it, but I had to respect it.
Let's make some noise from Puff.
No. Hold up. He came right behind and tried to clean up. So maybe 3 weeks later, when he found out I was getting signed for Def Jam, he was like, "Yo, I'll lace your pockets. I'll double what they gave you and lace your pockets." I'm like, nah, homie. Because if you didn't see the beef that I was,
what point did he tell you that? What point?
I thought like maybe 3 weeks after I got signed to Def Jam. He's like, "Yo, I'll lace your pockets. I'll double what they gave you and lace your pockets." I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Diddy even promised DMX to double whatever Def Jam was offering and throw in much more. But DMX wasn't swayed. Allegedly, he had already heard about the dark rumors surrounding Bad Boy, including claims that Diddy would exploit his artists both financially and, disturbingly, in other ways.
Now, you got issues with the industry. What's going down with the industry, dog?
The industry is full of a bunch of sucking, riding, bending over the desk ass straight up like that. Whoever don't like it, bring it. Bring it. I don't give a bring it. Bring it. They got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to shit, right? And, you know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label executive, and it's like there's too much of that going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my motherfucking music. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now they want you all up under this, you know, sitting at the going to dinner with them, shit like that, and you know all that favor for a favor shit. I don't get down like that. Look, I give you the music, you give my money. That's it. A lot of the love I had for wanting to be a part of the industry is not there anymore. I don't even associate myself with the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry.
Between Jay-Z, R. Kelly, and Diddy, there's clearly a troubling pattern, one that the late DMX tried to expose long before anyone else dared to speak up. Sadly, his warnings fell on deaf ears, and now the truth seems to be unraveling for the world to see. But here's the big question. Was DMX really onto something all along? Or was he just a man battling his own pain, perhaps even jealousy, towards Jay-Z and R. Kelly? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the next video.